Guys, so today I am recording a day in the life, but my goal was 2 videos this week. Day in the life is going to be 1, so I thought that I'd do this one while I have a little bit of time. I should be cleaning my house. That's kind of what I wanted to come on here and talk to you about. I told you guys in my last video last week about mommy burnout and kind of how I was feeling and the ups and downs I've been having with that. Well, the other hardest part about being a working mom now is cleaning my house. If you guys know me, you've seen a ton of my organizational binder videos, and I pride myself on working really hard to be organized, and I do have to work really hard at it. And now that I'm working, that's just something I didn't account for. I didn't account for how long I was going to be out of the house every day, and how many of those little things I did around the house that only take 5 or 10 minutes, but I was able to do them at nap time or while I was cooking lunch, and I just don't have the time for that anymore. So, because of that, my house is in shambles. If you guys watch my day in the life video, which hopefully will be up tomorrow, I'm going to show you the down and dirty of my dirty house right now. It really is atrocious. I'm really embarrassed by it. And especially because I pride myself on working so hard to be organized. And I just haven't found a system that works for me or the routines that work for me. And not to make excuses, but the reason why is because I worked for 2 weeks with my husband being on day shift. And during those 2 weeks, I was able to kind of keep the house on track and everything. Then for the past 5 weeks of 4 weeks of me working, my husband has been on nights, which means with having only one family car that I wake up much earlier than I need to every day to pick him up from work, to drive home, to drop him off at home, to turn around in 15 minutes, to take Colton to the babysitter's, to go to work. And when I get off work, I immediately come home, pick up my husband, take him to work, then come back, pick up Colton, and come home. And by the time I leave the house every day at around 6 o'clock in the morning, and I get home every night at about 6:30. So for that 12 and a half hours, I just wasn't expecting to be gone that long. And that makes doing anything around the house a lot harder, especially because I'm sleeping from, 9, 10 o'clock until that 6 o'clock. So I've got only a few hours in the evening to get dinner done, to get Colton in the bath, to get myself ready for the next day, and, to live. And to do other things, like we have a weekly Bible study on Wednesday nights. That means I don't come home Wednesday nights until 10 o'clock. And because of that and those little things, it's been really hard to get the house clean. I am working hard this weekend. Last weekend I really worked hard on Colton's clothes, and I got 98% of Colton's clothes shifted from his summer wardrobe to his winter wardrobe, and all of his too small clothes put away into, his too small clothes bins and all of that. And my husband is going to, during this week, take that big bin that I have ready out to our shed and bring in all my Christmas decorations and things like that for me. So it's that, and it's also been a really big change for me from getting to do all the housework to having to rely upon my husband to do the housework. And it's been a big change for him too, to have to do some of the housework that he's never had to do before, because I've always been a stay-at-home mom or wife since we've been together. So those little things make a huge difference in our life, and they make us really grumpy when we're home. I found myself over the last month trying just not to be home. Eating dinners out a lot, and just not being home because I just don't want to be home. And that's really frustrating for me. So I'm going to work really hard this week to find that schedule, because my husband is back on days. He started days today, actually. And obviously today I wasn't feeling well last night. So I got a really late start to my day today. But starting tomorrow, my normal schedule of not being home at all in the mornings does change. Still with one car, what happens is I drive my husband to work at 5:30 in the morning, and I get to come home, and I'm home for almost an hour and a half. an hour and 45 minutes before I have to turn back around and drop Colton to the babysitter and to go to work. And then in the evenings, thankfully Colton's new babysitter is closer to our house. So I do pick up Colton on my way home, and I get to be home at about 5:15, and I don't have to leave again until about 6:15 to pick my husband up at work at 6:30 in the evening. And then, we don't get home till 7, but nonetheless, excuse me, I'm still not feeling really well. I'm sorry, my stomach's a little upset. So it will be nice that I have that little bit of an hour in the morning and an hour at night to actually cook dinner, because we've been really bad about eating out, and to actually get the house cleaned in the mornings, because I've really discovered, while I still prefer to be a late night person, me being a late night person now means me sitting in front of the TV and watching TV, because it's the only time that I really have to relax, but I am much more productive in the mornings. So today I'm going to work on cleaning my house, and I will take you guys along, not guaranteeing anything. But my goal is to start filming more in the next month, because I am trying to get that routine back, and filming really does keep me on a pretty strict routine. So I hope to take you guys along until at least Christmas time to see how my routines of being a working mom have changed. And that's what I think about it. I would really love for any tips, suggestions, ideas on routines that can help me, or quick tricks that you have to help keep my house clean, because it's really spiraled out of control. But I do want to thank you, and I hope that you guys enjoy my day in the life tomorrow. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you tomorrow.